you even game, bruh?
G'day, it's Zach from Do You Even Game Bro. Over the past couple of weekends I've had the chance to participate in the closed beta for Homefront the Revolution, which was being held on Xbox One for stress testing. Now the closed beta is for the game's multiplayer mode, which is called Resistance Mode. In Resistance Mode you play in a squad of up to 4 players and you go around and complete various missions across Philadelphia. Now in this video I'm going to show you the gameplay, what actually is involved in some of the missions, and just give you my thoughts. The first mission, which was called Enemy at the Gates, involved going around to several I guess KPA consoles, or like server consoles, and hacking them before then going on to hack a couple of satellites.
To lock onto the squad's encrypted signal. A reading from both arrays should allow us to triangulate their position.
Cool, we've just received our orders from one of the Resistance commanders. I'll just give you a quick look at the controller layout. As you will probably guess, it's pretty stock standard for a first-person shooter. There you go, right there, all pretty basic sort of stuff. As you can see in the bottom with the D-pad, there's a bit of customization. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to go through this in the beta, but pretty much it's just like any other sort of customization where you can choose scopes, muzzles, all that sort of stuff. The game is running on CryEngine, which is pretty much because Crytek were developing this before they sold the rights to Deep Silver. This feature here is your camera. Now with the camera you can look it up, and obviously you can zoom in and you can tag enemies so you know where they are, so they don't flank you. At least they've got them tagged anyway. This guy's he will pop his head out eventually and I will take him down. Resistance Justice, thank you very much. So yes, yeah, running on CryEngine. The game world is very dreary looking. You know, lots of rundown houses and that sort of stuff. Now we want to go into this building here. And this building has a one of those server consoles in it. Now when we're in this building, we'll meet a couple of different KPA soldiers. One is, I guess, you're playing infantry, just your basic opponent. And there's another guy who has a lot more armor. He takes a bit more to kill, that guy there. Now you'll see the infantry just at the top there, and he's gone. He's pretty easy. But this other guy takes a bit more lead to put down. Let's get a bit of health there. Alright, we'll go hack this console here. That's pretty much all you do in this mission. You go in around and hack, I think, 5 different consoles and then a couple of satellite dishes. You can see I just picked up some chemicals and some components. This will allow me to craft some homemade explosive, like homemade hand grenades and some Molotov cocktails. This game is definitely not a run and gun type shooter. You have to make sure that it is safe to go out into wherever you want to go. If you do find yourself surrounded, I guess, by KPA troops, then you will most likely die, as the game is pretty unforgiving in this regard. So in this game's camera mode, the one thing that I don't like is that if you want to crouch within camera mode, you cannot. So if you activate your camera and then you want to crouch, it will actually close the camera. Alright, we'll just use one of these homemade explosives right here. Get a bit of that up, yeah. See some more chemicals in there. One grenade wasn't enough, so we'll have to use a second one. Just see what old mate Zachariah was doing. Yeah. Yeah, to get more ammo across the game world, you can just loot enemy items. Now, of course, there is motorbikes. You would have seen these from one of the trailers or one of the gameplay videos that Deep Silver have already released. The driving is very, very sensitive. I struggled actually quite a bit to stay straight. It reminds me very much of Far Cry's driving. I'll let you enjoy my my skills here. Shut up. Now, even though these little bikes are pretty sensitive with their handling, they never give up the fight to get up a hill. That's pretty much it for the first mission. You just you go and hack 5 different consoles and then hack a couple of different satellites. The second mission that we had available was called Los Barricados, or something like that.
Okay, Riggs. The KPA have been sighted nearby.
This is more of a recon type mission, and in this one I actually engaged in a lot more warfare than the previous mission, so we've got a fair bit of footage of the gunplay from this.
Dispatch here.
It's Tobias. The Eagles have reached our objective, and we're all
I was actually pretty impressed with the shooting itself. The mechanics are pretty tight, pretty stock standard for a first person shooter.
Copy that.
And the gun sound, you know, they sound quite loud and they sound quite satisfying to shoot. We'll see here that that guy was already dead. Still claiming it. Now, in moments like these, it's quite easy to get outnumbered, so you have to make sure that you do have some sort of cover to protect yourself. You see old mate Zachariah's down. I'll try and get to him if I can. Got a guy there. Sorry, mate. Zachariah getting tears like.
Lee! Hold up! Oh, hell no.
Pass is back now.
He'll live to fight another day. He'll respawn. So you can see in the bottom left hand of the screen that there's a map. The map will show every enemy in your vicinity,
Right in the middle of it.
even if you haven't tagged them. So as long as you look at your map and you have some sort of protection, you shouldn't get flanked too bad. But they are not afraid to run at. The AI in the game is pretty. Once you get used to the game, and if you stick behind cover, you find the AI is pretty much like every other game. Once again, Zachariah is down. Common occurrence throughout this mission, but this time I'll save you.
I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away.
Let's just ignore the fact that I tried to shoot my own teammate. This mission has a lot more shootout moments, a lot more, like gunplay set pieces, and you'll see that once again Zachariah is down. Not uncommon for him. Sorry, buddy. Take out this guy. Coast should be clear in a moment. Go play Savior again.
I can be your hero, baby.
The missions themselves are relatively simple. These were both done on normal. The first time I did this mission did take a lot longer to get it done, and I find myself going out into the open and just getting killed a bit. Nice spread, mate. Thank you for that.
Get out of there. You don't have
And that's pretty much it. You just, you escape back to the safe zone. And Homefront: The Revolution will release in Australia on May the 20th. It will be available on PS4, Xbox , PC, a Mac and Linux Now this is one game that I was super keen to play, so I was ecstatic that I got to participate in the closed beta. Did it live up to my expectations? Hard to say, because we've only really been given a small taste of the game's multiplayer mode, and personally I'm more hanging out for the campaign, which apparently will be in the vicinity of about 30 hours. There are obviously a few issues and they need to iron out, especially with the frame rate. I'm not sure if you could really tell from this video, you probably could, but there were quite a few laggy moments in regards to that. Sound wise, there's that annoying crackling sound that is consistent throughout one of the, or if not both the missions. But all in all, look, the gunplay feels tight. The world, while it doesn't look inviting, is definitely a good depiction of what a rundown Philadelphia would be like. I'm still pretty keen to play it, and thank you for watching.